Yeah, like it seems really scary at first. But
Yeah,
then...
it's just the fear of the unknown. Like, you don't know what it's going to be like. You think that it's going to be this big obstacle, and obviously it's a thing. I don't want to diminish it or make it not a thing, but it's just, I think that we make unknowns bigger and scarier than they are or they have to be.
Whitney, you've opened my eyes to a tragedy. More than 100 million orphans in the world. Can this really be true? We're losing generations of children to the orphan crisis. How did our world get here? How do we fix it? What's being done? These questions must be answered. These children need a voice. Let's take our cameras and go on a journey. Let's fight for children and for family. Let's be advocates and reclaim this lost generation, one story at a time.
This is my 5th time visiting China, yet just one trip to this booming country, and the sights, sounds, and smells will be forever fixed into your memory. This country is known for its massive and growing population, but with that comes growing pains. The Chinese government says there are approximately 600,000 orphans, while others estimate the number is closer to 1 million. Many still believe these numbers are tied to the one-child policy, but this is an old-school mentality. Fewer girls are abandoned and domestic adoptions are on the rise. So who is being left behind? Boys, especially boys with medical or special needs. No one knows exactly why, but boys wait longer for families. But something rare is happening, and that is why this trip is so special.
I'm really excited. I feel like they're about to walk around the corner at any second, and I hope they're huggers, because I'm gonna give them a big hug. Hi!
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you. So nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Whitney. Let's hug it out. Okay, and so you guys are in your 40s. You have teenagers at home. What inspired you guys to adopt a 13-year-old boy who is visually impaired from China?
So, it was several years ago, I guess about 3 years ago or so. Our youngest, our son, was making out a birthday list of what he wanted for his birthday. And on the top of his list was he wanted a brother. And so we told him, hey, that's That's not going to happen.
Did he know about adoption, or was he like genuinely just wanted a
He
friend?
just genuinely wanted a brother.
Aww.
And then he came back the next day and said, "And I want a brother with special needs." And yeah, he's got a great, compassionate heart.
The Harrises weren't ready to have any more children, so in an effort to honor their son Jack's request, they began looking for a child to sponsor. This is when they learned about an organization called Bethel China and heard about a blind boy named Feng Tao, who they will name Nate. As a family, the Harrises decided to sponsor Nate for the next couple of years.
So how did it move from sponsorship to adoption?
Yeah, I would just say our hearts grew and grew to the point where we knew we were supposed to be doing more than just sponsoring him.
And I started crying, and I was just like, I said, that really came unexpectedly to me, that feeling, that we were supposed to do more, and it was scary. And I said, what about you? And he said, I kind of always wondered if this was the direction it might take when we first started, which I didn't really know,
So are you guys scared? I mean, for all the reasons, but bringing a 13-year-old into your house, but also bringing a blind child into your house, is that scary for you?
Some of the initial roadblocks I really struggled with is I don't know how to be a father to a blind child. He doesn't speak English. He's going to come to a country he's never been before. There's no guarantee that he's going to love us or how it's going to turn out. And then I think at one point I realized there was no guarantee with our other 3 kids either. But we trusted God with them, and so we feel the same way about him.
Nate does know that he's being adopted, and everyone I've talked to says the same thing. He is so excited.
We recorded a video and sent it, and introducing ourselves, and this is when they showed him.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
when we ended the call the other day, I said, we'll see you soon. He said, on Sunday.
He knows? Oh, he knew the day.
I think he's like counting. He wants to know what time they're leaving. He's ready.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I can't wait to meet him. Yeah. I'm so excited. Cool. Well, should we head to our flight? We're going to leave soon.
Gentlemen, with that nice landing and an on-time arrival, we welcome you to the Capital Airport serving Beijing. The local time is now 1:46 in the afternoon. We have crossed over the international date line during our flight, and today is now Thursday, the 8th of June.
You tired?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the Harris family so far?
I want to be them. They're amazing. I feel like they know what they're getting into on a certain level, and they are genuinely committed to it, no matter how hard it is. And I think that's really admirable and scary.
I guess I just can't imagine how they got to the place where they felt like they could handle this.
Sometimes I think you don't get to that place. Sometimes you just have to do things afraid. Like they're committed to the betterment of this child, of this boy, over themselves, over than the fear of what it can mean for their lives. And I hope that I can live my life that way. I really do. I feel like I'm finding so much strength from just watching. And I've only met her once, right? Like, I don't know them, but I feel like they are truly living out a really beautiful, selfless life. And I hope that I can do that and that I will do that when the time comes. The Harris family still has a couple of days before they meet Nate. This gives me the opportunity to learn more about his past and the future of orphan care in China. Since the age of 4, Nate has been cared for by Bethel China. Bethel is a foster home and early education center for children who are blind or visually impaired.
And this is Bethel.
Oh, just this part?
Just this part.
Okay. Yeah. I love it.
Tabitha Terlunen, who manages child sponsorship and advocacy, and Anna Calcina, who is a development manager, take me around the Bethel property to show me more of the amazing work they're doing.
We work with children in orphanages and also children that are still living with their birth families.
So like family preservation?
Yes.
You guys educate the families who have children with visual impairments you teach them how to best care for their children?
Yes, we allow the kids to come to our school so that they have a place to go, and also give trainings for the families while their children are in school.
Okay, and that helps them then decrease the rate of abandonment when they are prepared to care for a child with visual impairment?
Yeah, that's our hope.
I love it. I love it so much.
Something unique about Bethel is that they are not an orphanage, but a foster home. This means many of their kids come from orphanages around China that are not equipped to care for or educate children with visual impairments. Currently, this Bethel property is fostering 15 children. Tabitha and Anna take me to see the girls' room.
This is so cute. So the youngest is 2, the oldest is 12. So it's Lizzie, Helen, Carrie, Belle, and the new little girl who still needs an English name.
Whitney.
She's Grace.
Oh, Grace.
Next, we head downstairs to the music and playroom. All of the kids at Bethel take music lessons as a group, and some get one-on-one sessions where they learn how to play an instrument. They then take me to one of the classrooms where the kids are taught many different skills, most importantly, how to function with their disability. But it doesn't stop there. Bethel does their best to give these children opportunities and experiences.
So I'm Spanish, so I decided they needed to learn a little bit more about the world. So we did a whole month in the preschool where they learned about different countries, and we had visitors from different countries bring a game, a song, and a food from their country. And they learned about all the
That's really
countries.
special. Yeah.
One of the most beautiful parts of Bethel is the amazing staff. The women who work here love and care for these children like they are their own. They feed the children, teach them, help them to learn how to navigate the property and play with them. I'm blown away by their love, care, and attention.
Oh, you got it!
Something Tabitha and Anna point out to me is that there are more boys than girls at Bethel.
So right now, just for kids who are paper ready, we have 11 boys who have paperwork and could be matched anytime versus only 3 girls.
This is true not only at Bethel, but in orphanages across China. It is an old school mentality that there are countless girls waiting for families. In fact, boys and girls are abandoned at equal rates. There's a saying that in China, families wait for girls while boys wait for families. This really breaks my heart, especially as I spend more time with the sweet boys that call Bethel home.
And like you were saying the other day, Bethel is amazing and it's wonderful, and you guys care for the kids as best as possible, but it's still not a permanent family.
It's not a permanent family.
So you guys are still, your greatest desire is for your children to have a forever family.
Yeah, every kid deserves a family.
I feel so privileged that I got to see this amazing place today. I thought I would be uncomfortable with the children's disabilities, but after spending just a little time with them, I wasn't even thinking about it. Their blindness does not define them. They are just kids. I can see why the Harris family thought so highly of Bethel and all they are doing for the visually impaired orphans of China. But something is missing. I didn't meet Nate or see him anywhere, but that is about to change. Nate used to live at the main Bethel property, but at the age of 9, he came to live at this apartment in the city. This allows him and other older boys from Bethel to be closer to the blind school that their sponsors help them attend.
Okay, where's your room?
What's happening?
Showing us his room.
Okay, so this is his bed? He sleeps up there?
Up there.
Okay.
As I spend more time with Nate, I'm struck by how much he's loved by everyone that knows him. This boy has had a hard past, yet he is smart, affectionate, and energetic. Statistically, he is one of the least likely kids to be adopted. He is an older boy from China with special needs, but statistics can't prevent miracles from happening. And tomorrow, we get to witness one.
I
I can't wait to see his face when he meets his family because he was jumping up and down when he found out he had a family. And he has so much love. He's so sweet. I can't wait for him.
谢谢。哎呀，姐你也得吃很多饭啊。
Thank you for holding the door.
He said that all guys should always hold the door.
后面还有人吗？那姐姐？
还有，he's waiting on.
Oh, come on, Nick.
Yay!
Good job!
So Bethel's a pretty amazing place.
It's amazing. I have no words. Bethel is amazing.
What stood out to you the most about their work?
That's a huge question because they do so many wonderful things. I think something that's really important about their work is that they're training families who have visually impaired children to how to raise a child with a visual impairment. Because apparently that's one of the reasons why these children are abandoned and orphaned in the first place is people don't know how to parent a handicapped child. And so the fact that they are helping and equipping families to stay together so they don't have to become orphans in the first place is huge.
What about meeting Nate?
He's really sweet. He's really, really sweet. And he has so much energy.
He does have
He has
a
so much
ton of
energy.
energy.
Oh, but the Harrises are great, and I feel like they're gonna do really well with him, and he's gonna love them. And his piano playing, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. I'm really excited to see his reaction when he meets the Harrises because he was so excited. He's already really excitable, and he knows that they're coming to adopt him, and he knows he's getting a family, and I just feel like it's gonna be a really beautiful meeting. The Harrises are just normal humans. They're not saviors, but they're stepping outside of their comfort zone, and I'm just really excited for them.
I said that today would be the best day of my life because we're actually getting to see him and getting to take him home.
I know that even though it may be difficult up front, that it's gonna be amazing, and I can't wait to see how far he comes.
I found myself just telling everybody that I could because I was so excited.
Yeah, are you excited?
Yeah, it's Beijing.
So happy?
Yeah, it's happy.
Yeah, happy. I like your new shoes, Feng Kao.
Yes.
Okay, what are you guys anticipating then for when you meet Nate?
I think he'll probably jump up and down and be excited.
Yeah. Like we're excited,
Just based
he's
on-
excited.
Yeah.
And I think there's also kind of the reality that he's about to leave everything he's ever known.
Yeah.
So it's kind of sobering at the same time.
If you could tell him, if you could assure him of anything right now, what would you want him to know?
That he has a family forever.
He's safe and that he's loved.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's coming on the boat right now.
He's so excited.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, ready? Mama.
Hello!
How are you?
Good, how are you? Father?
Hello.
Hey, Jack?
Hello. Okay.
Hi.
Brooklyn.
Hello. Hello.
Here's Hannah.
I'm Hannah.
Hi, Hannah. 要让我就上车了，现在这个车完了。
He's driving Nick.
Family. Everybody have Nate. Everybody have Nate. Go get him.
What did you say to get him to smile?
Well, we just started.
Now we do the print. Under print. Okay. The other for right hand side. Left finger.
Hello. Hello, father. My name is Nick.
Nate.
My name is Nate.
Yes. So good to see you.
Yes.
You are part of our family.
What did it mean to you to see Nate get a family today?
It's really sweet. He was just so happy. Oh my gosh. And hearing him say mother and like touch her face. Oh my gosh. I hope that I can burn that in my brain to keep going. Because in the hard times when I want to give up and I feel like nobody cares, I'm going to think back on today and Nate getting a family. And hopefully that will help me keep fighting and keep going. Because more children need families. There's what, 140 million, something like that, orphans out there. Not all of them need to be adopted, but man, if we could inspire more people into action. I mean, that's why we're doing this, because we believe in what we're doing, so.
It would change the world.
It would literally change the world. As I get ready to leave China, I find myself in awe of the people I've met. I'm humbled by their everyday selflessness, I'm challenged by their devotion to children, and I'm inspired by their boundless love and wisdom.
Reflecting back on this whole experience, what do you think the biggest thing you've learned is?
I would say that there is a great need, and sometimes it seems like the need can be so great that how do you even make a difference? But I think if everybody could just do what they can do, if I can do what I can do, it will make a difference.
And you know, we're living it now and we've only lived it a few days, but I knew, and something broke in me because I knew that really the Great Wall was a picture of what we were about to be living. Because some of those steps are really tall. Honestly, there are moments where it's been overwhelmingly negative thoughts in my mind. And then I do just remember that it's just one step. And it may be, you know, it's just one step. That's all I can do. And that's all God is asking. That's all that's required. And it is worth it, and it's going to be worth it.
There's an author who said, the oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear. And the strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown. But I've witnessed something in China that's stronger. People with every reason to fear, staring boldly into the face of the unknown and saying love is greater, love is stronger. These children, this lost generation, are worth fighting for.
biggest thing you've learned is?
The need is so great. There's so many children that still need a safe, loving home environment.
Whitney, this journey may be over, but I think we both know the work has only begun. The families we have witnessed must be supported. The people we have met cannot be forgotten. The hope we have heard will not be silenced. The love we have seen will conquer fear. We must reclaim this lost generation and never give up hope for family. Maybe we'll find our own along the way. Where will you take me next?